agenda meeting is called to order. This meeting is a remote meeting under North Carolina General Statute 166A-1924. Certain commissioners are participating remotely via WebEx, and members of the public may access the remote meeting online on YouTube, Wayne County Government. Pursuant to the North Carolina General Statute, additional requirements are required for this remote meeting. All votes must be roll call votes. 2, all commissioners participating remotely will need to identify themselves in each of the following situations. 1, when the meeting commences. 2, prior to participating in deliberations, including making motions, proposing amendments, and raising points of order. And number 3, prior to voting. With that said, is there anybody that would identify themselves as participating in the meeting as commissioners?
Commissioner Antonio Williams.
Okay, welcome.
Desmond Foster.
Welcome, Commissioner Foster. And it's my understanding that Commissioner Hardison will be unable to attend this meeting. All right, with that said, we will proceed on with our agenda meeting. I will be calling the meeting to order at 5 o'clock. Invocation will be from Commissioner Antonio Williams. The Pledge of Allegiance with Commissioner Freeman Hardison, who will not be here. So I would ask that Commissioner Aycock, Wayne Aycock, to do the Pledge of Allegiance. And then Assistant County Manager will proceed on.
Okay. Discussion and adjustment of the agenda. We have item number 3 being added to special presentations. It's a proclamation for Shanna Simmons. And then under the consent agenda, we're going to remove item number 3. It'll be rescheduled for the 18th. That's a subdivision plat for Grayson's Creek subdivision, section 3. And that's all the adjustments I have now. Under special presentations, we have a presentation by Michelle Bass on the Detention Center Substance Misuse Program. Item number 2 is a presentation by Brian Taylor on the Wayne County radio system. Hey, Brian's here. Number 3, we'll have a proclamation for Shanna Simmons, and Dave Cutterback will present that. Then we have an appointment committee. I think we have some business there.
Yes, sir.
Then under unfinished business, we will receive information from the DSS board concerning the privatization of the Child Support Enforcement Office and take appropriate action. We have at 5:15 a public hearing to receive public comments regarding the proposed economic development incentive grant to Hosa, Kiwa, Micron International. The Board of Commissioners will consider a $240,000 incentive grant payable over 10 years in exchange for the company's commitment to invest $6,335,169 in capital improvements and to create 16 jobs in Wayne County. And then we're moving on to the consent agenda, and we'll turn it over to our finance office for budget amendments.
Okay, the budget amendments begin on page 26 of your agenda packet, beginning with the sheriff's office. They're requesting to anticipate and appropriate $53.42 in controlled substance tax monies received.
If we could just hold off just a moment here. For those in the audience, this is the first meeting that we have electronically rather than having printed agenda packets. So we're trying to catch up with that to make sure that budget amendment is showing up on our screen.
Yes, sir, hold tight.
All right, so we're holding tight.
This is all new.
There we are.
Okay. So that is your first one for the sheriff's office for controlled substance tax monies received. Your next budget amendment is for the health department, number 190, totaling $50,000. This is to anticipate grant revenue awarded from East Point for the health department. And this will be used for the East Point County's initiative for the impact of opioid use and/or whole person integrated care. You have a budget amendment for cooperative extension, number 193, for $2,450. This is to record scholarship monies received from NC State for project record books. This is a program through the Extension Office. For social services, you have a budget amendment for $52,500. This is to appropriate funds for Special Links foster care, and you do have additional information behind this. This will be for disbursement to eligible young adults. Then your not your last budget amendment. Your next budget amendment is for solid waste in the amount of $28,139.67. This is to appropriate funds received on damages to a vehicle. These insurance monies will be used to do maintenance and repairs on that vehicle.
Question, is that the truck that was in the accident?
It does say truck. I don't know how, it says the accident occurred on October 16th.
That was it.
Your last budget amendment is for the health department in the amount of $18,161. This is an extension of a budget amendment done in a prior meeting that awarded bonuses or recruitment and retention bonuses to nurses, and this needed to be extended to their physicians' extenders, and so that is what this budget amendment is doing. This budget amendment is appropriating fund balance out of the health department's fund balance and not out of the county's general fund balance as you all typically look at. That's all I have for you.
Okay. And now, Chip, proceeding on.
Yes, sir. Item number 2. Under consent is a motion to adopt Resolution 2022-1, a resolution authorizing Wayne County to file a formal application for up to $200,000 for a building reuse grant for Project Butter. We have that resolution in there. If you'd like to read it, or if you'd like for me to read it out loud, I will.
Let's go ahead and read that out loud now,
Okay.
since it's a consent agenda.
Okay, out loud. Action requested is authorizing Wayne County to file a formal application for NC Rural Center Building Reuse Grant program for up to $200,000 for business expansion related to Project Butter. A history and background: the North Carolina Rural Economic Development Center has authorized the awarding of grants from appropriated funds to aid eligible businesses in financing the cost of building renovations associated with an economic development project. Project Butter needs assistance in financing the renovations that may qualify for rural center funding. Wayne County Board of Commissioners has previously indicated its desire to assist in economic development efforts within the county and wishes to pursue formal application for rural center building reuse funding to benefit Project Butter, and will invest 5% match of the grant amount towards the proposed renovations towards the committed to the application. Wayne County certifies it will meet all statutory requirements of the program. The manager and the designee, Mark Pope, are authorized to execute daily grant-related documentation, which includes the grant agreement, general correspondence between the county and the proposed business, and the funding agency. Any documentation which reflects a change in the original scope of work or amendment-related activities must be brought before the Wayne County Commissioners for approval. Resolution here is now therefore be it resolved by the Wayne County Board of Commissioners authorizing Wayne County to file a formal application for the NC Rural Center Building Reuse Grant for up to $200,000 for business expansion related to Project Butter.
Okay. Any questions on that? Okay.
That's all under the consent agenda. We removed item 3. It will be rescheduled for the 18th, and we'll move on to our public comment section.
All right, and then after that, we will have the county manager's report and then Board of Commissioners committee reports. Any questions or any comments? No?
Do we need to close session today?
No closed session. Okay, with that in mind, we are in recess until our meeting at 5 o'clock.